Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your HYPOXiX coach for today, and we have level 4.4 standing split rotation. So my right side is facing that tether point. Let's be on the same side together. It's at navel height. Your band squid's at navel height, and you have a nice yellow band. We're gonna have our far foot forward. So that's our left foot forward in our standing split for today. If you're working with a HYPOXiX coach and they've suggested a different sets, reps, breathography for your program based on your assessment, you of course want to follow that because that's there to optimize your program. Otherwise, perfect starting place. Let's begin underhand grip using that yellow band. You want to line the hands up with that tether point right at that same height. Now, here's what the movement looks like. It's a 4-foot stride length. Do it with me. 2, 3, 4. We go punch front, forward, punch front when we're up. Notice how I'm hinging from my hip joint, not from my low back. So put a hand on your low back. Make sure that you're hinging from the hip and not the low back as you go forward and back. Let the shoulder blades push apart when you extend the arms. Pull them together when you bend the arms with this one. Now, we are at level 4 breathography. We have a 4-6-4 breath retention formula. Always moving through our engaged exhale and continuing to move through that breath hold, that breath retention, only pausing the movement and filling your ab ribbon on the engaged inhale. Now let's get specific with the feet. In the hinge forward position, I'm putting most of the pressure on my big toe and my inner heel. That's important. And the knee is shooting a laser over the third toe. Stare at your knee. It's a fixed point gaze. So when you put the pressure on the inside of the foot, don't let the knee go in. It's just putting pressure on the foot there. And then I'm stacking my knee over my ankle. That is also imperative. So I'm not here, but I'm here. When I cue ground resistance, I mean pull that front foot back toward the back foot. So if the floor was slippery, that foot would pull back just like that. So test it out. Big toe, inner heel, ground resistance. Oh, so much glutes, so much hamstrings. I know, feels great. Now here, visual specificity. We're highly specific with our visual field to challenge the muscles of our eyeballs, the shape of our eyes, our nervous system cognition. So we're staring, like I said, we're staring at our knee when we're here, but then we're finding panoramic points. And we're working our panoramic view when we come upright. Find it now, find the points now. There's a point on your left, there's a point on your right. Lock it in and stare at it every single time you come upright. It's important. And we're up, just like that. Now, 80% of the body weight is always gonna be on the front foot. It's gonna vary a little bit, but for the most part, I want you to visualize that 80% of that body weight is driving through that front foot. The ground resistance, pulling that front foot back, is gonna help you to put most of the pressure on the front foot. The third toe is driving into the ground. That's the back foot, not big toe, but third toe. Feel that out. And your pelvis is level. Keep your ab ribbon level parallel to the ground. If you feel that right hip dropping lower than the left hip, then you know that you've lost your pelvic stability. Only bend that back knee as much as you can, keeping that ab ribbon level to the ground. That's crucial. I know it's a lot of layers. If this is your first time, I want you to focus on your breathography, stay in tandem with me, with that engaged exhale, staying connected to your ab ribbon and not moving from the low back. Even if you just literally start here and here, practicing that hip hinge, that's a great starting point. Over time, you'll add those other layers on as you become more masterful at the exercise. So let's practice. Hinge forward, stare at your knee. Ground resistance, big toe, inner heel. Knee is stacked, head is back. HYPOXiX headstands is pressing back into a set of hands and also getting nice and lifted up, creating height in the spine. Okay, let's take it from our posture. Zip up. Inhale. Hiss. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. Loosen your ribbon. You're holding 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Panorama. Inhale. Hold the breath for 6, loose ribbon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale. Inhale. Panorama. Ground resistance. Stare at the knee. Loosen the ribbon. You're holding 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Amazing work. I know. So much in the core, so much in the glute. Rest 15 to 30 seconds and then repeat the exercise on the other side. You can either rewind the video just about 60 seconds so we can perform it together, or you can stop the video now and repeat the exercise on your own. To stay true to that tempo, frequency, intensity, and duration of your breathography breath cycles, you may choose to put a metronome on your phone at 60 beats per minute for that 2-second inhale and that 8-second exhale, always loosening your ab ribbon on that engaged exhale.